hope all is well and good with you. Today's video, I am going to be answering a question that I got from a subscriber. She actually asked this and it was going to be included in my Q&A video that I recently posted, but because of the length of my answer, I decided to do a separate video about the topic. So the question she asked was, why are you so passionate about modesty? I think that it's a really important question. I mean, I have been making videos on this channel, and I've talked about modesty, and as you can see, I strive to encourage it, but you may not really understand, like, why is it that you care so much about it. Modesty is important in general because for several different reasons. Modesty is a form of protection. Embracing modesty is redefining what true beauty means in this world. Embracing modesty, I believe, purifies the heart. I believe that embracing modesty develops real and true confidence. And I think that embracing modesty redefines and helps in the reforming of true and proper and good relationships. I think that modesty is a beautiful form of worship. Modesty became relevant and important to me when I began caring about what confidence means, and when I began caring about how I am viewed, and when I started to care about my heart and what was going on inside of me in terms of inner beauty. So I think that when it comes to the upliftment and encouragement of modesty and confidence and self-love, I was made to do this. I was in my mother's womb, very engulfed in material and the mindset of what self-love and confidence and development and true modesty really is. I mean, in the womb and in my upbringing, she was listening to Ava Muhammad, Ayana Van Zant, and just different musical artists like India Reed and things of that nature. So I grew like a lot of affirming as it relates to like women empowerment and development and stuff like that. And so like even just my mom being the woman she is, and my grandmother and stuff like that, I kind of was like, and even my aunts and stuff like that. Like, I just grew up around women who were about the empowerment and cultivation of women. So you would think that if I grew up around all of this affirmation as it relates to self-love and respect and confidence and modesty, because it's all ties into each other. You would think that I would never suffer from issues with that. I would be confident within myself, and I wouldn't have any issues as it relates to self-love and stuff. But I did. Growing up, I did, and this was something that became a big issue for me. Confidence. As I got older, like high school age, I began to realize that it was bad, that I did have an issue. I realized that it was an issue. And going on this journey to striving to put God first, and striving to represent the things that I knew were pleasing to Him, trying to change my lifestyle and my habits, and grow spiritually, and to understand just how important modesty is, and so how much I desire to be a modest person in terms of internally. That internal pursuit is what translates to the outside. I began to realize that if I did dress modestly, then it would be my constant reminder to myself that I'm more than my physical body, that I'm more than sex appeal, and I'm more than how physically beautiful I am to men or even girls. My modest dress would be my constant reminder that I have a mind, and that my mind is important, and it should be cultivated, and it should be something that I care about developing, that I have a heart, and that being a beautiful person should be a goal, and that should matter. And I began to realize that I have a soul. It's what makes me special, that I have talent, and my talents are important, and I should work to use them for God's glory. And what happens when, as girls, with the full focus on our bodies, we become very engulfed in how beautiful we are physically. Much emphasis on it. So killing ourselves for the pursuit of beauty, dressing modestly, helped my confidence and life tremendously, because every day I strive to humble myself, and by my dress. And it's not just simply wearing something that covers my body, but it's my reminder that my body uncovered may be more beautiful, but what I care more about than how beautiful people view me is how beautiful my faith is, and how beautiful God is to me, and how beautiful the talents and characters and mindset that he placed within me is, and how that should be at the forefront. And so modesty doesn't disregard physical beauty, but it puts it in perspective. My physical form, my physical body, my sex appeal, it's not for the world. No woman's, it shouldn't be for the world. That should be, you know, reserved and saved for that one man who has earned, keyword, earned, keyword, worked for, has proven himself worthy of loving your heart, your soul, your talent, your character, all of those different things, because that man would be worthy of having you physically. But the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches that no man should just have you just to have you, because, and that's what happens so much in this world. Women have been made toys and objects just for the sake of men's pleasure, and we are so much more than that. And when I dress modestly, I'm striving to send that message to the world that I'm more than that. And when you are married and you have a man that has shown and has proven that he knows that, he understands that, that will be the man who you wouldn't have to worry about proving that message. You already did. Modesty, embracing modesty has done a lot for me, and so I knew that I'm the type of person that I know if something is good for me, then it's good for others. And so I'm very passionate about encouraging it, because I know that if there was more modesty expressed in the world, then we would live in a better world. And I know that women would be more empowered, and they would be able to be more confident and more and have more love and respect for themselves. And I know that they will be more, that we would all, and that I know that God would smile upon. Modest fashion comes in because a lot of women believe everything that I've shared as it relates to the importance of modesty, but they still deal with the idea that if they were to embrace it, that they would be ugly and frumpy, and that's not the case, and that you can be trendy and young and vibrant and beautiful still, modestly dressed, and that there is a such thing as modest fashion. And I think that modest fashion is beautiful because it's you're sending a message with your style. Hopefully they answered your question, and inshallah, God willing, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.